Obi-Obiano clash over Anambra Road project. Hi, welcome to my channel. Please, if you've not been here before, please subscribe for more updates like this. Thank you. Let's get to the business. The Anambra State Governor, Willie Obiano, and his predecessor, Peter Obi, have disagreed again over road projects in the state. This came 6 years after Obi handed over to Obiano the affairs of the state. The two had earlier disagreed on alleged 75 billion naira left into the coffer of the state by the Obi administration in 2014, when Obiano took over the governance of the state. On Sunday, the two renewed the war of words over road projects in the state, while Obiano claimed his predecessor bequeathed to him a huge burden of 96 uncompleted road projects. The governor, who spoke through his chief press secretary, James Eze, added that Obiano had completed about 51 out of the 96 roads. In response, a former commissioner for information in the Obi government, Joe Martin Uzodike, debunked Obiano's claim. Uzodike said only 52 road projects were ongoing when Peter Obi handed over to Obiano. The 52 road projects were fully paid for before the handover on March 17, 2014. Obi was not owing any contractor as of the time he left office. So what do you think about this? These two are disagreeing again. Obiano said that Obi left unfinished projects that he started with that makes some of the movement of his carrying out his duty to be sluggish, because he's trying to fix what Peter Obi left before the two parties are disagreeing with each other, while Obiano, the governor of the state at the moment, says that Peter Obi has done 51 out of the 96 roads he awarded, and this other remaining roads is left on his shoulders for him to finish them. But this Obi responded that it was only 52 road projects that were ongoing when he handed over to Obiano, and the 52 road projects were fully paid for before the handover on March 17, 2014. Obi was not owing any contractor as of the time he left the office. But come to think of this now, which governor pays completely for a road construction even before the work is done? As in, this is totally unheard of. I don't know who is right here and who is wrong, but I don't see the reason why somebody will pay for what he have not seen, as in you pay complete. I was thinking maybe he paid an advance of it and they commenced work, and at the end of the day, because they have not finished it, he did not pay everything about it. And now it is being claimed that he paid for everything, that he paid for every work, that he's not owing any contractor before leaving office. So I don't know what you are seeing in this. How are you seeing this? What is your own judgment in this? What is your own response to this? Because it is the response of the former commissioner for information in Peter Obi's government, Joe Martins Uzodike, that said that Obiano paid for everything. He paid for everything. Peter Obi paid for everything before leaving the office of the governor in 2014, while Willie Obiano is claiming that They did not finish the work they started. They just left everything haphazardly, and that is affecting his government. Earlier last week, some group of people mocked Willie Obiano for not doing the things he's supposed to do in the state, especially awarding roads. That there are roads that are too bad in the community as it is, and Obiano did not do anything about it. I think that is the reason that he brings about all these things that we are talking about now. Anyway, let me just review what some people are saying about this. Somebody here said this idea of paying 100% contract sum of projects is just infuriating because it is alien to our Procurement Act. How could you say you paid for a service you haven't verified, completed, not to talk of being done to specifications? So this person shares exactly my view in all this, because some roads are very, very bad at the moment in Anambra State. Very, very bad. The other group that mocked Willie Obiano said that some of the major roads that he should have taken care of, that he have not done them, and he's not doing anything about it. And they gave him 2 weeks ultimatum to make sure that he finishes the construction work starts on the road immediately within that 2 weeks. So it's because of that it brings about all this. He remembering that Peter Obi left a burden of 96 unfinished road project on his shoulder. So what have he been doing all this while that he did not award other roads? Is it just that he is there finishing what Peter Obi left since 6 years now? Because it has been 6 years in office and he have not achieved a lot in terms of road project, according to the Anambra State people that mocked him last week. Now this is what is coming out of bad governance. Because as it is already, if you have something to offer your people and you are offering them exactly what you're supposed to offer them as the governor of a state, yes, they will be seeing the handwriting of the wall. They will be noticing what you are doing even without being told. For them to arise and go to the extent of saying that they are giving the government the 2 weeks ultimatum to do the work shows that this government have not been doing much, and then blaming it on the past government is a weakness in the sight of the incumbent governor, because the past government have passed and now you are the person in charge. So the little you could have done is to award some roads and let the work continue, and not blaming it on the past government that he did not finish the business he started. Which governor or even which government have ever finished the project that they have started? Which? None. Even in federal government level, they don't finish. Most of them don't finish the project when all these things that are happening started happening. Okay, now look at the way the federal government is currently borrowing loans. Look at the way they are taking loans from everywhere. Do you think that they will finish paying for all these loans before leaving the office? Of course they will not. It will be another burden on the shoulder of the new government, and their ability to handle the thing the right way they should shows how steadfast and how active they are in their duties as the federal government. So therefore, as a state governor, you are expected to manage whatever you have to the benefit of the people, and not for the people to keep on complaining, especially for bad road. And the road is too bad that a lot of people, according to them, have lost their life in the bad roads in Anambra State. And then for Peter Obi that said that he paid completely for a project that he have not finished, I don't think it's true, because nobody does that. People don't pay for things that they have not seen. And if you ask me, I will say that there is no need for all these clashes in the side of Willie Obiano and Peter Obi, because the two people have to work together for Ndi Anambra benefit. It's not the time to criticize any of them. It's not the time for Peter Obi to criticize Obiano, or for Obiano to criticize Peter Obi. Let us see your own opinion in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.